Hey guys, BarcoPants20 here, and I have some really sad news. Well, this is the end of Survive the Disasters Reborn. Well, and here's as an explanation of why. We actually have not one, but two creators retiring. We have Trixis and there was none other than Mia, also known as Trixis, and Flu. And let's start with let's start with Trixis's retirement first. Here are the reasons why Trixis is retiring. 1. The current situation of Roblox is, to say the least, not good. We currently work on a platform that is extremely unstable to the point where it's almost unusable. Not only that, but our CEO is literally worse than Saturn. Banning scalp and censoring vigilantes that were doing nothing but good on the platform made me realize how little this godforsaken platform even cares about user safety. I do not want to continue supporting a platform that actively bans who are helping the platform be a safer place. 2. She lost passion for the game development on Roblox for quite a long time ago now. It has come to a point where developing Survive the Disasters Reborn has become more of a chore than fun. The passion has been entirely lost. Survive the Disasters Reborn and all of her other projects are something that she made out of pure passion and she love for the craft. Survive the Disasters Reborn, specially being a gigantic love letter to Virus's original series, which she is so thankful for existing in the first place. I would never even been here if it wasn't for her and her amazing creations. 3. Speaking of the previous reason, on top of all of that, when you become a game developer, it sometimes feels like people stop treating you as a human. As much as she loved having such a supportive community, she can't stay. There hasn't been months where it felt like she was being bashed over and over for the smallest things. This definitely contributed a lot to the loss of her passion for scripting. I'm currently at a point where I'm more scared where they are more scared than excited every time they push out a major update. This was not always the case. 4th and finally, the saddest part. They associate Roblox closely with a lot of terrible memories from when they were much worse person. Times where they wish to never look back on, and indefinitely does not help that. They have to cope with trauma every single day. They are not mentally a stable person whatsoever, and developing games just puts an extra mental strain on them that they do not need or want, nor want. Also, let's be real, no one wants to develop on a platform here where Steal a Brain What is the most popular game. How does this have more concurrent players than Fortnite? Why is it also in Fortnite? So, what happens to your games and the server? Nothing. All of their games will fortunately still be playable for everyone. They will simply stop receiving updates, at least from their end. Maybe TNT will still keep working on patches for them, but don't expect any new content. As for the server, it'll stay as it is as well. I'll cherish you guys a lot, and they wouldn't delete the server that has changed many lives for the better, created friendships, and much more. They're also not leaving the server or transferring ownership. Do they ever plan on coming back? No, not really, but if things do change in the future, I'll consider it. Game development is halting, but the games will still be playable and the server will not be going anywhere. Thank you all for the wonderful memories, and they'll forever be grateful to all of you. Now go play real games, download Steam. I'm sorry that Trix is retiring. Now let's do Flu's retirement. Following Trix's formal retirement announcement, he will also be stepping down from SDR development. As someone who has been sticking around probably the most since the start of Survive the Disasters Reborn, helping from the smallest to the biggest of things, such as the dozens of maps and graphic designs, you can only imagine how it especially makes him sad to see how this is how it ends. But it is what it is. He absolutely have to agree that the platform they work on has fallen off dramatically, and as previously mentioned, to the point where it's just demotivating to develop anything. And recently the critical issue with Team Create that made him unable to develop the way he wanted to, which has never been fixed, only made that even more frustrating. You might also have noticed a burnout from him in terms of maps that he put out. Particularly, just wasn't the same. It was simply getting too unfun and time consuming to keep creating unique original theme maps with the high details and quality standard he pursued. Adding up to this, he is a second-year medical student right now. Things are getting harsher in all possible ways. It was inevitable that he would have to go inactive as a developer at some point. It's the career he chose as much as he wanted it to be a passion side thing to be working on for a Roblox game. It was simply past the point where he could be doing all that sort of stuff. Of course, he'll be staying in the server, and he will see me occasionally playing this game. He will always deeply care about. It was a long journey and experience to carry with him, for the rest of the life. He knows he's not perfect, but he hopes he managed to impact the game in a positive way with all his contributions and update he helped with, at least by a little bit. Special thanks to Trixis for everything. Words cannot describe how thankful he is for having him as a friend, for the trust you put throughout all these years, and for letting this all happen. Thank you all. Love you always, from Flu. Well, it's pretty sad to see them go, retiring as developers, but this is the end of Survive the Disasters Reborn. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video.